Hi everyone, this is Nikki, the Van Mystic, and today I'm doing your energy tarot forecast reading for the week of October 15th. I'm a day late, and I am doing this from my van today. So if you ever wondered why I was the Van Mystic, this is why. Before we moved into this Earthship in Taos, New Mexico, this was our home, our van, and it still is. So I am reporting from the van today and doing a reading from the van. So for the week of October 15th, today is the 16th, and we are going to get started. So what is the energy? Oh, I think this is the energy of our week, everybody. Okay, cool. The energy of our week is the Six of Cups. And so this can speak to a couple of different things, but the message that I'm getting right now is really this sort of like this energy of divine love and this sort of like equal give and take between ourselves and our loved ones and our partners. So it's a very sort of like peaceful energy. It's a very gentle energy and a kind of an unconditional love energy. So this really calls on us to be at our most compassionate, at our most understanding, and our most generous that we can possibly be this week, and to be open to receiving that too from our partners, our friends, and our family, any of the loved ones that we have in our life. So that's really nice. Okay, so how can we best work with that Six of Cups energy this week as a group, as a collective community here? How can we best work with that Six of Cups, that gentle, unconditional love energy this week? How can we work with that together? Three of Wands. Awesome. Okay, so I think because the energy is kind of like this calm, gentle, sort of like open to receive, open to give, generous kind of vibe, it's sort of like communication is flowing a little bit easier in between partners and in between loved ones and friends. And so it's easier to discuss potential opportunities, which is a lot of what the Three of Wands speaks to. It speaks to that kind of feeling of like open and endless potential. It's sort of like you've gotten to a new land and it's completely undiscovered. You have no idea what to expect. And so this could be a really awesome week to sit down with, the people in your life and really discuss some of what your next steps are. Really discuss and plan out and start even taking action and steps forward as to what you really want your life and your lives together to look like. So, if you're like in a partnership and you've been thinking about moving or you just moved or something like that, start to plan that out. Start to take steps as to how that's going to happen. Start to save up money. Start to, apply for jobs, whatever that looks like to you. This could show itself up in so many ways. You don't have to have a partner. You could have a friend, or you could even just be calling a friend up on the phone to talk about what you want to do for yourself next in your life. And then you can start taking actual steps to get there, because by the time we get to 3, we've passed inspiration, we've kind of passed a little bit the planning phase, and now we're starting to get into the actual phase of action. And so it's really kind of recognizing potential opportunity and things like that, and starting to take steps towards making shit happen. So this could be a really great week, of communications flowing with your friends and loved ones, and even with yourself, to start kind of planning some new stuff for yourself. Start kind of working on some new stuff, creative projects, moving, steps in your life, ways of thinking, just taking a hold of opportunities and really starting to manifest some stuff that you've been wanting to do. Okay, cool. So where should our focus be this week? And so I always say, we can't really control the energy that we get for the week. We can kind of control how we handle that energy, right? But this is really where our intention and our focus would best be this week. That would best serve us for the week as a group. So where should our focus be this week as a group? Oh, okay, cool. So we got the 10 of Swords, sweet. Okay, so what I kind of distinctly get from this is that we need to sort of focus on lifting ourselves up and letting go of and walking away from some disappointments that we've had in the past. And especially if we're kind of focusing on making some stuff happen for us this week, kind of walking down some new paths, opening some new doors, making some new plans, and taking steps towards living our best lives. Like, we need to be able to let go of some of the stuff that happened in the past that really took us down, you know, whether that was a betrayal from somebody else, whether that was a failed project or a failed opportunity, or just something that really kind of exhausted you or took you down that you've had a hard time moving on from. It's kind of like if we can't let go of the stuff that happened then it's going to make it a lot harder to put your energy into something new and to be able to kind of nourish that and allow it to grow. So we really need to be focusing on not letting ourselves get stuck in past disappointments or patterns that are keeping us stuck and not allowing us to actually see all of the opportunities that we have in front of us and see all of the stuff that we could be doing. Because if we're just too fixated on that old stuff and we're just kind of having low expectations around what could be happening for us, then we're never going to be able to move forward and take advantage of, you know, the awesome stuff that we could be doing. So try to let go of the old and step into the new this week. Okay, cool. So where should our focus not be this week? So this is kind of like the stuff that comes in to distract you, that might take your attention away, that's really not helping you on your best path this week. So where should our focus not be as a group this week? Okay, I got the Three of Wands, so I gotta think about this for 1 second. I think basically what this is and why this is coming up again is that I think that there's a really great potential for us to not feel like we can move forward or not feel like we can see the opportunities that are in front of us, and not feel like they're even there, not notice that they're even there, because we're still kind of stuck in that Ten of Swords place where we're lying on the floor with our face on the ground and we don't feel like we can get up because we just feel defeated. And so I think that there's like a really great potential that we might not even notice the stuff that's in front of us. And so I think it's just like, it's really important not to get fixated on old things, or not even to get fixated on things needing to be a certain way, or thinking that things are going to come out a certain way, or just thinking that things aren't going to come out a certain way. Like, there's no way that I could have like all this potential and all of these opportunities, because that's never how it's worked out for me before. This isn't before, this is now. So I think this is really more about, you know, looking to the future and realizing that things can change and that we can play a huge part in that change by letting old stuff go, and that things don't necessarily have to go the way that they went before. So really do your best to actually see that there's like a ton of potential and opportunity for you this week instead of getting stuck in the old stuff. And also, don't get frozen in that kind of place of planning, or that place of like that step right before you get to move forward and actually do something. I think it's important to take those first steps and then keep taking steps. So I think actually that's a big part of why that came up, is that sometimes, and I definitely do this, I get really excited about something, I start it, and then I work on it for a day or two, and then I just like lose motivation. I lose my will to achieve whatever it was, because I don't think that I can do it, or I get lazy, or whatever it is. So don't get stuck there. Just keep pushing. Okay, so our overarching theme and lesson for this week as a group, and I'm running out of time, so great. Okay, they keep coming back up. So pick yourself up this week. Do not let yourself get stuck in old ways of thinking in the past, or whatever happened in the past, the patterns that you've picked up from past experiences, and the self-limiting beliefs that have you thinking that you don't deserve opportunity, or, you know, you'll never get to do certain things, okay? There's opportunity all around you right now. You just have to open your eyes and see it. You have to pick yourself up and walk towards it. Okay, have a beautiful week, you guys. Love you.